Live shopping isn't just a trend, it's the retail revolution, and Spree is leading the way. We're here to show businesses the magic of using video and social media to skyrocket sales and expand their audience. At Spree, we're all about making your sales savvy and your connections rock solid. So let's dive in and make your retail dreams come true. Hey everybody, Corey here from Spree. Welcome to the show. We are absolutely delighted to have all of you with us. So here's the thing, folks. You are in the perfect place if you want a practical plan and insights to make this Black Friday your biggest revenue moment with live shopping. And look, here's the thing. We want today's show to be interactive. So start by dropping your questions into the comment box already. And start also by letting us know where you're watching from so we can give you in your city, your location, a quick shout out. All right, let's get straight into it. All right, so I'm joined today by two heavy hitters. Let's see if we can get them on the screen. There we go. These guys, they live and breathe this stuff that we're going to be talking about today. So Spree's own Sam Gollins. Say hi to Sam Gollins.
Hey, good afternoon.
And Benjamin Hendrickson from the one, the only Let's Go Live. Hello. Say hi, Ben.
Hi, everybody.
Cool. So together, we three, mostly them two, they're going to be unpacking what worked over the last few Black months, the formats that actually converted, and a week-by-week game plan that you can actually start today. So if some of you are on the fence, you're thinking, this is all great, you guys, but how do I get started? Don't worry, we're going to be showing you exactly how to do this. So first of all, let's tackle the overarching question that's on everybody's mind right now. Why does this actually matter? So here's the thing. Black Friday is incredibly noisy. We know that by now. It's noisy, noisy, noisy. A lot of noise out there. But live shopping cuts through that with things like interaction, exclusivity, and proof. That means viewers can ask, they can react, and they can buy in real time. And let's look at some of the numbers, okay? So we're going to throw these at you. What we've seen over the last few years doing live shopping through the Spree platform, also in collaboration with Let's Go Live, is more than 53 million euro in revenue, more than 2.6 million products sold, and 20,000 total campaigns. So just so you know from the outset, that's the type of scale that we're talking about. So Sam, I'm going to toss a question to you, sir. In one line, your focus when brands gear up for Black Friday live shopping.
Yeah, so I think one of the things that I often bore my customers with is why. So really thinking about the hook for your live show. Why would someone come and watch the live show? The main thing here really is to put yourself in your customer's shoes and think about what value are they going to get out of your live show, and then consider that in your messaging. So both in the live show, why are they going to check out? Why are they going to shop? Why are they going to engage? What fun are they going to have? But then also in the build up to the live show, really making sure you tell them this is why you should join. This is what you're going to be getting yourself into, and this is what the value you're going to get out of it. That's what that is the most basic thing, and I think that's going to be key for brands who are building up to their Black Friday campaigns. Is to why should I come and engage with your live show and not go and do something else?
That's awesome. Start with the why. Simon Sinek right now, he would be clapping his hands. Always start with the why. Thank you. All right, Benjamin, I'm going to toss one to you. What is one production move you swear by during peak season?
Yeah, and before going to that, I'll just highlight Shannon in the comments, who is praising our own Sam Gollings because he has been so helpful creating their Black Friday strategy, and she also highlighted the why, and I would also do that. But in terms of the production and the creation of an exciting and engaging live shopping show, you need to make it something extra. You need to make it stand out, and that's basically also something you need to do in your marketing efforts as well. I think we'll jump into that later on. But production-wise, make it something extra. I'm doing strategies and creating live shopping plans for a lot of big retailers and e-commercers here in the Nordics, which also means that we are doing lives all over the year, and we need to make sure that we're not doing the exact same live every time. And when we have a theme or a period of the year, such as Black Friday, Black Month, Black November, Black something, it's the entire Black Month now. When you have that theme, you need to use it, so to say. So make it something extra. Have countdowns, have big competitions. The staging of your location, make it something extra. Black, yellow, all that kind of stuff. It works in this period, and you know why people are watching. It is because of your great offers that you already have, and people are just ready to buy also for Christmas and stuff like that. And you can also do something with your graphical overlays, make them a little bit extra thematical wise, you could say. But all of these things, I'm pretty sure we'll jump into later on as well.
Yes,
but,
we will.
Make it something extra, make it stand out.
That was a great preamble to what we're going to be talking about. If anybody's wondering, if we can go back to that shot of Benjamin real quick, Katrina. By the way, guys, Katrina, she's also with us. Can we go back to see everybody again, Katrina? Katrina's also with us. There she is. Hello. Katrina's our producer. Love to have you here. If we go back to the shot with Benjamin real quick, I want to just talk about real quickly, Benjamin, all those things you have in the background, it's not a coincidence that you have those. Speaking of variety, speaking of keeping it fresh, those are some of the highlights of the shows that you guys have done over the years, right?
It is so. And Corey, can you spot one thing that is a part of our, especially our marketing strategy when you look at these covers behind me?
Well, I don't know if I can see that far. I don't have my reading glasses on, but is it the promotion?
Yeah, I would just say that it is people over the logos. It's faces over the logos. You have faces all over here, and they just have a much stronger effect, you can say, on the consumers. So some familiar faces instead of all these big logos and brand guidelines and what you even know. Of course, we need to have those as well, but people in front.
Love that. People first.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. So let's jump in real quick to 4 reasons. You guys talked about lots of reasons there, but just to highlight a few of them, what are 4 reasons live shopping wins Black Friday? And just so everybody who's watching knows, this is actually taken from our 2025 edition of Black Friday, Black Month playbook, which if you guys haven't gotten it already, we'll be sharing it with you after the show. So here's 4 main overarching reasons. First of all, it works on every channel. So what I mean by every channel, that means Facebook, Instagram, and your website all at once. If you're not utilizing these channels to turn followers into buyers, you should. Second of all, it's proof driven. So it's about showing products in action, not just ads. As you talked about, Benjamin, the idea of actually having a real person show your product, talk about a product, how the product was built, why it was built. There goes the why, Sam. It's all about the why. That's also much more powerful than static images, okay? And just ads as well. So another thing, it's fully interactive, very similar to the conversation we're having right now. It's back and forth. So viewers can ask questions and the brands and retailers can provide answers in real time. Not only you're doing it just one-to-one, you're doing it maybe 1 to thousands, which is an experience you're never going to get even in your physical store. The other thing is you can see people's reactions. And most importantly, you can buy in the moment. And I think that's the most important thing. It is a very fast, very seamless shopping experience. The last thing, and you guys are probably wondering, this sounds great, but how automated is it? Well, it's 100% automated. And that means that shoppers can quickly add products to cart and check out. There's no having to go to a website, find the product, so on and so forth, or go through a store with thousands of other shopaholics, crazy people trying to find that product where there's maybe only 10 of them. So this makes the whole process very, very easy. And just so you guys know, some of the brands that we're going to be talking about today, maybe we've seen some of them on the wall behind Benjamin. These are some of the brands that we're going to be talking about today. So we have Normal or Normal, depends on how you want to pronounce it, what part of the world you're coming from. Here in Denmark, we say Normal. We're going to be talking about how they use gamification to extend watch time and lift conversions. Baby Sam, they sell baby stuff. They say baby and kid stuff. They primed a VIP list early to basically create fear of missing out and to get people excited about their shows. and Elgiganten, which is probably one of the largest electronics store in Northern Europe. They own the entire day with multiple lives and multi-streaming. These are the stories that we're going to be digging in today. We're going to be looking at what worked, and because you guys have been involved in some of these, we're going to let you do a lot of the talking. So, Katrina, if we can jump over to the actual cases, I will remove this and we can throw the cases up. Okay, so we've added videos to all of these. We're hoping that they're going to play. I think they're playing right now. So let's start with Normal. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Normal, they are Europe's go-to retailer for branded, I would say, everyday essentials. And they do this at consistently low prices. And they have a whopping 900 plus stores across 8 countries. And they are growing very, very fast. My family, my kids, especially my daughter, loves Normal. So here's a little lowdown on what they did. Their Black Friday format turned the show into, as you can see here, a game. So think mini challenges and unlocks. We'll explain what that means in a second. And they did all of that to keep viewers glued and hungry for the next reveal. So Benjamin, you helped produce a lot of their shows, especially their Black Friday shows.
Yeah.
Just curious, what in the world is going on here, and why did they choose this format?
Yeah, and I also think you said it, Corey, but Normal, as I call them, they have a quite unique brand, and they are fun. You could say that they are involving their audience. They are just unique. You could say also the person, or whatever you can call it, you see on the overlay on the right video. It's called the Unique Man. So it's just to say it is a unique brand, and it is take it very far because their brand allows it. But you can also do some of these things that we're going to talk about yourself. But it's all about the framing of it. You could say you can make it less crazy if we were about to say this. So a disclaimer. But diving into to the Normal case, we talked with Normal, and we got an understanding, of course, that this Black period it's just a discount heaven. It's like crazy discounts everywhere. And as we talked about in the beginning, we need to cut through the noise.
Right.
So what we did with Normal is that we created this sort of steel prison, you could say. So we have our 2 hosts, Martin and Line, behind the bars in the prison. Each bar represents a game or a quiz or something you need to participate or engage with to participate. And for each game, each bar is a game. So for each game, when a certain amount, a big amount of the audience have participated or solved this quiz or little game, then 1 bar is removed. And then we are going to the next game. 1 bar is being removed after a certain amount of the viewers have participated. So if you want to get these nice deals, of course, we need to remove all of the bars. And when that has been done, when you have been working for a reward, you could say, then you are allowed, as you can see on the right example, then you're allowed to get a nice discount on a little unique live box, you could say, with some nice stuff. So you need to work for the great deals. And in this period, you could say it is sort of an anti-concept because everyone just say, buy all of our stuff. At Normal Life, you say, okay, if you want to buy this, you need to work for it. So a way to make the entire format engaging. Does it make sense?
Makes perfect sense. Quick question though. The person in the outfit coming in on the video to the right, what is that and what's going on there?
Basically nothing is going on, you could say. It's just we needed to have a person going into the picture handing these nice boxes when all of the bars were removed, and we just had a panda costume, so why shouldn't it be a panda?
And have Nomade built their own studio? Where is this?
Yeah, so it's in the warehouse of a Normal store. It's basically just a little corner in a room where we just have a backdrop, and then we have some furniture from the stores that we're using as a table, and then all of the other staging things that we have is the graphical overlays, you could say.
Right. And all these overlays, these are things that you guys help them design through Let's Go Live, right?
Yeah, and that was also my point at the beginning. This is extra. This is the normal way. This is the Let's Go Live way. You can also do this at your own level, so to say. So all of these metrics, it is just about getting people commenting. And you can also do that through the Spree host tab and the overlays that you can create there. But of course, this is extra. I need to say that it is extra, but you can still take a lot of inspiration. And just, Corey, you asked about the Panda. What is it? And actually, it was a great way of illustrating why we have this Panda, because all of the viewers in watching at home, they were also using the comment section to ask, who the hell is that Panda? And then we received a lot of comments, great for the algorithm. It's also great when we have people just having their fingers on the keyboard all the time, like a remote control, you could say. Yeah. Just
my initial guess that was you, but then I saw the height and I was like, hey, Benjamin's actually taller than that, because you have been involved in some of these productions before.
Yeah.
Most recently, if I recall, wearing a green suit in a green background. So that was kind of fun. We'll save that for later.
That's for later, yeah.
Yeah, Sam, let's get you involved in this conversation. In your experience, what simple game formats typically work best during Black Month? Is it things like riddles, codes, tiered freebies? Tell us more.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, especially in like the early part of your live shopping journey. Not to sound too kind of cringy with the word journey, but when you're first getting started, it's really just to keep it simple and don't overthink things. So, and I know this is real basic, but like a simple raffle, launching a raffle at the start of the live, and then not drawing the winner until further on,
right,
means that people are going to stay engaged and keep commenting. Benjamin touched on it really well there. The main thing we want to do here is try and drive engagement on the live show, get the comments going, and really warm up the algorithm. Just a little tip here, though, if you are going to give something away, a couple of things. One, I don't give away the items that are in the show, because people won't buy. If people are waiting, if you're giving away, hey, we're selling these pens and we're going to give one away, if you comment the word win, people might not buy the pen because they might think they're going to be the lucky winner. So people will hold back on buying the item because they're waiting to see if they're the winner. Another thing as well, this is something I've done in my previous job, is if you're going to give out vouchers or a redeemable code or voucher, make sure the voucher the start time of the voucher doesn't start during the Black Friday period. Maybe use it as a way to try and generate some sales in December, and say, hey, this voucher is actually only going to work from the start of December. And then you know that you've got some customers captured that hopefully will have to spend within, say, the first or second week of December. So it's quite a nice way to try and avoid, double discount in Black Friday. But then just some
maybe just a quick note on what you said here about the voucher, because I would just highlight that Normal is a physical retailer, and I think that we have also other physical retailers watching. At least they also have a web shop, but their biggest presence, as Corey said, 900 stores across the world. So they're a physical retailer. So just to say that everyone who was a part of the Normal show, they received after the live a voucher code that they could use in their local store. So also a way to drive traffic to the stores. So yeah, you can do different things with these voucher codes, but great point from you. But also if you have these physical stores, drive some traffic to them.
Yeah, great point. And I think the only thing I was going to say was some simple things like spin the wheel as well, and the countdown timer. We recently did 30 deals in 30 minutes with Highlight Crafts, something that Benjamin kind of helped guide me on here. Worked really, really well because it got people excited. So if you're going to maybe do a competition or something, put a countdown clock on, drive engagement, maybe do a spin the wheel and say, right, next 5 minutes, everyone who comments the word win is going to enter into the competition. I think it's worth us just jumping into the comments if that's all right. I can see there was a couple of questions for Benjamin. And then also Shannon's mentioned that the guys at Catherine Daniels use vouchers, and really good example using it in the build up to the live show to sign up, to get signups for your live reminder, and then drawing the winner in the live show is a really, really nice way to get people into the live show. But I can see there's some questions here about high-end luxury fashion brands. Have you seen that question, Ben? What would you recommend?
Yeah, so I think that there was a great input from one of the audience that doing some kind of a consultation. That could be a win. We have a Danish skincare brand called Trumborg, which is a little bit high end. They are doing skincare and makeup. And what we do here is that we create some nice, what can you call it? Some nice bundles where you can maybe win a routine or stuff like that. So the price is something that has some kind of thematical relevance to the live that we are doing. and then they are just very simple. Maybe you need to write your best skincare tip in the comment section to participate. Then we also making it a little bit educational, and it's not only coming from us as a company, it's also coming from our customers who has of course been learning from us as a company. So making it that way could be a way of doing it. And in terms of the prices, I'm quite sure that you already have some other companies that you have partnered up with, maybe that's in the same price segment as you, but another kind of product. So maybe you could talk to them whether they would sponsor a prize for your giveaway or for your live show. But this educational thing where they need to participate in the community, you could say, to participate in the competition is a great way, I think, if you want to keep it a little bit more high end or whatever you would call it.
I think maybe as well, because it might work the same for B2B, is if you don't want to run, a really heavily involved game like I'm going to say normal because my Danish accent's terrible, but like normal, then maybe something just like a poll or something simple, like you were saying there, just to really drive engagement is a nice way to get lots of comments and nurture that engagement, rather than having to run a game that maybe is not super on brand for you.
Yeah, I totally.
I think whether it's B2C or B2B, people still love playing games, right? So my takeaway here is that it's all about shop-attainment in a way. People want to be entertained. It's more than just sales as well, right? It's all about building engagement and strengthening that community.
Yeah, and regarding gamification, and that will be my last note, Corey. Regarding gamification, it's all about packaging, right? Because it's all about getting comments. It's all about engaging your viewers, and of course, the packaging can be different. But if I look at my grandmother, my little brother, my own mom, myself, through all of these ages, we are all doing some kind of gamification in our everyday life. So it's all about the packaging.
Absolutely.
Numail is very extra. I would agree.
No, I agree. They are definitely the gold standard. So in the interest of time, guys, let's move forward. I want to jump to Baby Sam. So Katrine, if you could just hit the next one. Yeah. So I love Baby Sam. And for those of you who don't know them, they're Denmark's leading baby and kids retailer. They have 32 stores nationwide, plus a very strong omni-channel web shop. So what they did is they kicked off early November to kind of prime demand, if you will. So they did things like VIP signups and hero products first. They were showing those first, and they did season premiere vibes. It's all about boom. Let's kick things off with a proper season premiere. So Sam, in your opinion, what consistently grows things like VIP lists fastest? Is it things like early access bingo, gamification? Is it things like teaser bundles or kind of behind the scenes content?
Yeah, it's a mixture of all of those things. I think the key again, unfortunately, is why. Like, why should I sign up to the VIP list? Is it that I get exclusive access? Is it that I get a discount? Is it all the things you just mentioned there? Just going back to what Benjamin said at the start, was people interact well with people. So if you're going to ask people to sign up to your VIP list, or you're going to segment customers for Black Friday and you want people to sign up, go live or do a short video of you talking about the benefits of it and what you're going to be giving your customers. There's nothing more interesting, I think, is going to stop the scroll than that, rather than a really, a very kind of perfected graphic. Actually, I think someone who's talking through things is much more interesting. So that's what I would do and what I would recommend. And that's what's going to get people to sign up for it. Is the content itself has to be very personal and feel like you're being invited in. Especially if you're a founder-led brand, having the founder say, I personally would like you to join this VIP list. This is what we're going to be bringing you in Black Friday.
Yeah, there is a reason why it's called Very Important Person, right? We've also included the treat the show as a pop-up. Explain what that means.
Yeah, so this is something we in the success team talk to a lot of our customers about. Imagine you're going to open up, if you don't already have a store, or even if you are going to if you do have a store, imagine you're going to open up a special store just for Black Friday, a physical event where you are going to invite people to come to that event. How would you promote that? This is something that Mark talks about a lot in success, and he's done a great job in explaining it. You would definitely email your customers. You would talk about it on social media. You would talk about it in stores if you have stores, and any other owned media. You maybe put leaflets into orders promoting it. Make sure you're doing that for your live shows. Don't neglect it. I'm a big believer that 80% of the work that needs to be completed for a live show is actually in the pre-planning and promotion. 20% is in the execution and delivery of it, but the main part is the pre-planning. So treat it like a pop-up event. Create a Facebook event page, promote it on Facebook and Instagram. A big fan, and something I was going to say for later on, but like segment in your emails, do a special segment just for Black Friday and get people signed up just for the Black Friday segment. It's a really nice way to ensure you've got high intent customers who are interested in Black Friday, who are going to engage with the email. So yeah, treat it like a pop-up event.
Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. Those are really good insights. So Benjamin, this is for you, and let's stick with the whole promotion stream here. Yeah. If we're 2 weeks out, what promotion campaigns do you recommend?
Yeah, I agree totally with all the things that Sam said. So I would highlight some other things I think I would say. So looking at Babysam here, which is a great case, we have in the Black Week, we have this big Black Week or Black Friday show, as you have seen on the screen. But prior to the event, I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks prior to the event. So it was in the beginning of November, or maybe at the end of October. But around that time, then we did just a very gamified show without any kind of selling. We did a bingo show. And in this, we know when we do bingo with nice prizes and we are just gathering people, we are having fun with them, we are giving them a little bit back, you could say, after they have helped us so much with a lot of revenue. So we will give a little bit back, you could say. So we did this bingo show, and we just did a live bingo. People could print their own bingo cards, I think it's called, and play along in their homes. And then we did it as a live show. And as a little sort of graphical thing during this bingo show, we had a sign just saying, if you want to be the first in line for getting noticed when we're creating our Black Friday live event, then write VIP in the comment section. And then we talked about it a couple of times, but we were just playing bingo because we knew we could gather a lot of people. And then the idea was, when we have those people, then let's just do a little bit of light teasing on this Black Friday where you can sign up to the VIP list. So you could market your event, your Black Friday live event, with another live, actually. And then there is tons of great features within Spree. We have the Spree live reminder. I would use competitions just on your Facebook, Instagram pages. Through that engagement, I would get sign up to the live reminder as well. We also have the opportunity from the live reminder to send out to all of those you already have on your list. Please let them know that you have created this Black Friday event, because it is a loyal customer base that you have been collecting, you could say, through your entire year or years of doing live. So let them know that you have this extra, very exclusive deal event going on. Yeah. So as Sam said, do a pop-up shop, but make it engaging as well. Okay,
cool. My producer is telling us that we are a little bit behind schedule. It's going to speed things up a little bit. Just so you guys know, you can dig a lot more deeper into each of these stories on the Spree website. Just go to our Black Friday landing page, and each of these stories are covered in much greater detail. So we're just kind of, giving them a cursory glance today. I'd actually love to go back and talk about what's actually happened in those videos, but we'll save that for another time. Let's dig into Elgiganten. So for those who don't know Elgiganten, they're the Nordics consumer electronics giant. They're a part of Elkjøp. The accent was probably horrible there, but for those of you in the UK, they're also a part of Currys, which I'm pretty sure you know. They have more than 400 stores across 6 countries, and they are a go-to for tech and appliances. What they did is that they streamed to Facebook, to Instagram, and their website simultaneously, and then they cut the highlights from those shows into stories the exact same day. So really the key takeaway here is treat your replays like a second live, because they still convert. And Benji, we're going to stick with you because you had a hand in their success, and actually you and Let's Go Live have had a hand in a lot of their success. What's your biggest takeaway from their Black Friday themed lives?
Yeah, so I think that you summed it up quite well, Corey. But I also want to mention that we did not only do one live show. We spent the entire day. I think it was the first day before Black Friday, so just the day before, we did a sort of live festival. So I think that we did last year. I think that we did 3 lives at the Black Thursday, if we were going to call it that. So we did it midday, we did it in the afternoon, and then we did the big show in the evening. So we were just building up sort of the suspense or the interest in the big show in the night, but it also gave us the opportunity to get a lot of suppliers and experts during the entire day inside, talking about what is their favorite deals in the existing Black Friday campaign, because this is another point with Elgiganten and lots of other retailers, Babysam as well. When we are doing lives, we are supporting the existing campaign plan. So either we are going live as a kickoff for the entire campaign to just make it a blast from day one, or we are doing it as a last chance to shop, you could say, when it's peaking. So as said, we are supporting the existing campaign plan. And then on top of that, of course, we have some exclusivity, because if we want people to watch our lives, we also want to give them, in Danish, there is a phrase, giving them a carrot, but it's basically just rewarding them. I don't know if it's an English phrase as well.
Yeah, that works well. That translates.
Yeah, exactly. So we're rewarding them, and that could be with some exclusive on top prizes, of course, the giveaway. And then also one thing that you also need to highlight as a big thing, as a USP, you could say, is that you are a part of the community, a part of the live club. This is a club where there is some great advantages. There is some exclusivity. You can get advised and stuff like that. So just being a part of the live community or the live club, whatever you call it, is also a great USP actually. But a live festival through the entire day, that cuts the noise.
I love that. And how did you guys film that? Did you have access to the entire store that day? Because obviously this is being filmed from within one of their stores, right?
Yeah. So we just had an area in the entire store where we did our little studio set up. And then we were just very open and honest that people are in the store. They are, of course, using the great deals that we have inside Elgiganten. So if you see someone, say hi to them. Otherwise, we're just here in a little corner of the store doing our big live festival.
I think that's a great idea of actually doing it in store during operating hours. I love that. That's a good synergy between the physical and the digital.
Omnichannel, right? When you have great physical stores, of course you need to use them. It would be stupid to do other things.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's change gears here, guys. And I want to talk about some actionable steps for this year. Let's throw this up on the stage. Hopefully you guys can see it. If not, don't worry. You'll be able to get all of this in the Black Friday playbook, because we've hopefully inspired you with some cases. So let's talk about a plan and a checklist that's actually going to help you put this into action for yourself. So unfortunately, we can't zoom in on this. I wish we could, but really what this boils down to is going all the way back to 4 weeks out to the actual day and then the day after. So, and these are the highlights here. So 4 weeks out, it's all about locking your dates and show cadence, finalizing your hero product. So what is it you want to sell, and then build everything around, and then focusing on your deals. Also, it's about booking your hosts or influencers if you want to. Remember, with Spree, you can also stream to your influencers' pages at the same time, which is a nice little value add. And then it's about building the promo plan. 2 weeks out, it's about starting to tease on all channels. Maybe even do that before than 2 weeks out. This doesn't mean you have to start 4 weeks out. You can actually start 8 weeks out if you want to. But if you follow this plan, then it's after you've started teasing on all channels, then announcing the save the date, and then testing your multi-streaming, get into Spree, start setting everything up, and then open your early access VIP list. Cool. We're 1 week out. Everybody's getting excited. All right. So now it's about dropping behind the scenes snippets. It's about teasing some of the live deals. Maybe do a live to promote the live. That's very meta. You talked about that, Benjamin. I love
exactly. That. Live is live.
Live is live. Yeah. And then about sending VIP reminders, just like Babysam did. And then running countdown posts and stories to start building that anticipation and fear of missing out. Let's get people excited about this. Okay, everything's ready. We've got thousands of people signed up. It's time to hit the go button, right? So go live a few minutes early to warm up the room. There's no need to just hit the ground running. I mean, it's live. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? People want to talk to people. It's conversational as well. Do like we did today. Start asking people where they're from, get their juices flowing, so to speak. And then it's all about, surfacing the live deal regularly, making sure that you let people know what's going on. For a lot of people, this may be the first time they've actually participated in a live shopping event. So we have to educate our customers, answer questions relentlessly. That's why people are there. That's the beauty of it. It's two-way, it's interactive. And then use overlays like we've seen in the examples up until now to drive urgencies. And these are one of the things that are kind of baked into the Spree platform and are a good visual aid to help you. Once the show is finished, it's not finished, right? Because then it's all about pushing the replay everywhere and then following up with offers, and then try to segment those new buyers as VIPs. And the good thing for marketers, and you guys are going to love this, is that you can retarget with your next invite. So as Sam also mentioned, Black Friday is one in the weeks before the event, not just on the day. Love that. Love that. So Sam, we're getting near the end of today's show now. What is one watch out when multi-streaming across Facebook, Instagram, and your website all at once?
Yeah, so I'm trying to cover something we've not mentioned so far. And one thing I would mention is around the format of your live show. Don't be scared to go backwards. I see a lot of people go A to Z in products and don't stop. Don't be afraid to go back to that deal that's selling really well. If you've got plenty of stock of it and that you started talking about it in the first 5 or 10 minutes of your show and it's selling well, you've moved on, you're in the second half of the show, go back to it. And there's a chance people might have missed it, but there's a chance that people might not know, hey, it's selling well. People might have been on the fence earlier on and been like, oh, I don't know. And then you hit them with, hang on a minute, sold out, half the stock of this is already gone. Don't be scared to go back and even repeat yourself on some of your best selling items, because actually you can probably, as much as squeezing money out of people sounds a bit harsh, but you could probably squeeze a few more pennies out of that item. So that's a top tip that we don't talk about too often, or not often enough, I believe.
Love that. That's a great tip. And Benjamin, what's your ideal on-screen cadence? Let's just say that we have a 20-minute show. How would you kind of sequence it? Intro, deal, game, CTA. How does that look for you?
Yeah, so basically, do a short intro saying hello, what can you expect, stuff like that, why to watch, as Sam has also been saying today, and then start with a big competition where you draw a winner in the end. And then maybe if you have some limited deals, you could do a countdown that you start in the beginning. That countdowns, of course, to where you reveal these limited deals, so to say. Then we have make sure that we have the retention part of it under control, you could say. And then divide your products into some light or inspirational segments. So it's some small shows, you could say, inside the big show. And then maybe a few extra engaging competitions so that we make sure that the engaging part of it is under control as well. But basically, exclusivity, engagement all the time, big smiles, laughs, and then guidance and dialogue. I think that's what it's all about.
This is really good. And for those of you who want to actually see how people are doing this, I suggest you go to Let's Go Live's website, go to Spree's website. We have tons of examples where you can see how people across a lot of different verticals are doing this. You can basically follow their cadence as well. Tons of inspiration out there. Okay, guys, appreciate all your insight. I think we want to give people a kind of a recap. So here's the short version of basically what we've talked about today. Number one, kick off Black Month with a bang, right? Number two, use live only short window deals. Make sure this is exclusive, get people excited about it. Number three, add a simple game to extend watch time. People love games. Make it shop-attainment. Number four, I think I'm in number 4 now in the order. Lost track of things. Multi-stream, and if it fits, schedule multiple shows like we saw with El Giganten. And last but not least, the game is not finished when you're actually finished with the live. It's actually just getting started, because you can treat replays like a second live and then follow up hard. Now, let's cut to the resources real quick. Katrina, if you can bring that up real quick. Cool. So those of you who are interested in maybe planning your next move, we have tons of resources that we can share with you. One is our promotion playbook. If you're thinking, great, I want to get started, but I don't know how to promote this thing, you can download our 10-day promotion playbook. You can also go to our revenue calculator to fill out some of the numbers and then get an idea of how much you can actually earn by doing live shopping with Spree. And if you're really interested about learning the nuts and bolts of live shopping, we have a 4-course crash course where you can learn the essentials of live shopping in less than 5 minutes per each episode. So that's basically a 20-minute investment to basically help you get started. Benjamin and Sam, thanks so much for your time. For everybody out there, Benjamin, how can people find you?
LinkedIn.
Benjamin Henderson on LinkedIn.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. And Mr. Sam Gollings, where can people find you?
Yeah, LinkedIn or sam@spree.io. Drop me an email, then we can catch up and talk more.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for sharing all of your insights. I hope this is just the beginning of many, many fruitful conversations. For all of you listening, thanks so much for joining and taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us today. Again, if you're interested in joining forces with us and making this probably your best Black Friday ever, you know where to find us. Until then, have a great day and stay sharp. See you guys.
Take
Cheers.
care. Bye-bye.